Students, today we are going to start a new chapter and the name of the chapter is water. We all drink water several times in a day. Some of us carry water in a bottle during the summer months. So this water is fresh and has been filled in the bottle for our consumption. So the amount of the water on earth has remained the same for 2 billion years. So therefore earth has a limited resources of water. So earth waters is always in a movement. This slide shows that how much quantity and how much percentage of water is provided on our motherland. 97.5% is a salt water, 0.3% water includes in lakes and rivers, 30.8% water is in a groundwater, 68.9% water is in glaciers, and 2.5% water is only available, that is called a fresh water. So this slide shows you that water never leaves the earth. It is constantly being cycled through the atmosphere, ocean and land. So this process is known as a water cycle. So water plays a very important role in today's life. We all are totally dependent upon the water. Now our question arises that what is the meaning of a water cycle? Basically water cycle is also known as a hydrological cycle, and it is the continuous movement of earth from the earth's surface to a atmosphere and then came back to the ground. That's why it is called a continuous process. Now there are the four main processes of water cycle, that evaporation, second one is the condensation, and next is the precipitation, and last one is the collection. So our first process is the evaporation. Basically during part of the water cycle, the sun heats up liquid water and changes into a gas. This process is called evaporation. Now there are four stages of water cycle. First is evaporation, second one is the condensation, then third one is the precipitation, and fourth one is the runoff. Now our second type is the condensation. So this is a picture of a condensation. Basically a water in the form of gas rises higher in the atmosphere and it starts to cool and become a liquid again. Then this process is called a condensation. It includes a large amount of water vapor and it results in the formation of a cloud. So this is a picture of a condensation. Now our third one is the precipitation. So this is a precipitation. Basically a precipitation is a process when the water in the clouds gets too heavy and the water falls back to the earth. This process is called a precipitation. This is a picture which shows the photo of a precipitation. Now come to our next concept, and the concept is called a runoff. This is a runoff picture. Basically a runoff is a process when the rain falls on the land. Some of the water is absorbed in the ground by forming pockets of water is called a groundwater, and the water that collects in the river, oceans, stream is called a runoff. So this is a picture which shows how runoff process goes on. Now this picture shows that how our water works. Like it can start from the evaporation, then cloud, then sun, afterwards snow, and then mountain, and then ocean, and then waterfall. Now our next topic is the oceans and water movement. Students, have you ever been to a beach? Or you must have noticed that the ocean or a sea is very different from a river or a lake. So there is a continuous movement of water in the sea and ocean. So the water is never still. It always going on. So there are three kinds of movements which occur in an ocean. They are waves, tides, and ocean currents. So first one is our wave. So wave is a vibration or a disturbance in the space. So waves are formed when the wind moves across the ocean surface, and the size of waves depends on how far, how fast and how long the wind blows. Now our second one is the tide. Basically a natural phenomena by which water and thrown on a shore. This natural phenomena is called a tide. So when the water rises and covers a large part of the shore, we call it a high tide. On the other hand, when the water resets from the shore, we call it as a low tide. So there are the two types of tides. First one is the low tide and second one is the high tide. Now our third type is the ocean currents. Basically ocean currents are the horizontal flow of a mass of water in a fairly defined directions over a great distance. So they are just like a river flowing in the oceans. Ocean's currents can be formed by winds. So that's why we have called it as a ocean current. So there are two types of ocean currents. First one is the warm ocean current. Second one is the cold ocean current. First one is the warm ocean current. So those currents which flow from the equatorial region towards the pole and with the higher surface of temperature, it is called a warm current, and they can bring a warm waters to a cold regions. Our second one is the cold ocean currents. Those currents which flow from a polar regions towards the equator and have a very low surface temperature, then we have called it as a cold currents.